Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The Bold and the Beautiful preview week of May 27. Steffy makes a shocking decision. A preview for The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers, week of May 27. Ready for some juicy drama next week on The Bold and the Beautiful. Poppy, Romy Park, and Bill, Don Diamond, are back on the scene and things are heating up between them. After a kiss, she confesses that she's been in love with him since the moment they met, and he responds with, "Let's do it now." What steps are these two planning to take? The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers, preview week of May 27. Things are getting pretty intense over at Forrester Creations. Drama is off the charts as a major bombshell gets dropped. Steffy's Jacqueline Massins Wood, throwing warnings left and right about some business move, while Brooke's Catherine Kelly Lang, doing her best to convince things has nothing to do with the company. Steffy's not having it. She's dead set on bringing hope for the future to a screeching halt, and she wants it done right away. According to the preview, next week on The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B is going to be a wild ride. You cannot afford to miss it. Be sure to tune in on Monday, May 27, when new episodes return. See you next week. Photo: CBS. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Join our YR group for all the latest breaking news. Get Young and the Restless spoilers and recaps and interact with numerous YR fans across the globe. Soap Opera News is your #1 source for all things soap operas. Glad that Steffy is putting her foot down. Hope was out of place to put Finn on a guilt trip in order for him to attend her father's wedding and to be his best man. I also blame Finn for attending the wedding after he promised his wife he was not going to the wedding. Now is the time, Steffy, to say, leave and be with your birth mother, so she can breastfeed you. B&B spoilers May 27 to 31. Steffy makes a serious threat to Hope and Katie becomes alarmed with RJ. What's coming up on Bold and Beautiful the week of May 27? It looks as though we're getting some Bill and Poppy. Finally, it's been a bit of a wait, what with the Shyla and Deacon storyline eating up most of the spring storyline. With the couple married off, Finn will face the aftermath of his decision to stay and watch his bio mother get married. Since Steffy was so adamant that her husband would never set foot in that wedding, she'll be feeling a bit betrayed by her mate when she learns the truth. But wasn't he kind of railroaded into going? It seemed very hard for him to say no, and being torn between his connection to Shyla and loyalty to Steffy, he kind of went with the flow. Could this damage his marriage? We'll find out that this week, and we'll see if Poppy and Bill are going to take their own walk down the aisle. Poppy tells Bill she has loved him since she first saw him. Bill tells Poppy, "Let's do it now." Poppy laughs happily. In the Forrester CEO office, Brooke tells Steffy that this has nothing to do with the company. Steffy calls it a business decision. Hope for the future needs to come to an end. Today, Hope stares on in disbelief. Steffy is furious when she learns of Finn's betrayal. Katie quizzes Poppy and Bill on their past and present relationship. Liam calls out Finn's behavior, while Hope defends him. Steffy and Hope play the blame game. Poppy shares life-changing information with Bill. The Los Angeles skyline glittered under the fading rays of the evening sun, casting a golden hue over the sprawling city below. In one of the sleek penthouses that adorned the skyline, Steffy Forrester stood by the floor-to-ceiling windows, her gaze fixed on the horizon where the sun dipped lower, painting the ocean in shades of pink and orange. Her thoughts, however, were far from the scenic view. Steffy's mind raced with the events of the past weeks, the betrayals, the revelations, and the overwhelming choices she now faced. She had always prided herself on being in control, on making decisions with a clear mind and a determined spirit. Yet as she stood there, the weight of uncertainty bore down on her shoulders like never before. A soft knock on the door broke her reverie. "Steffy," Hope's voice called out, gentle yet tinged with concern. "Can I come in?" Steffy turned, her expression guarded yet welcoming. "Sure, Hope. Come in." Hope entered with tentative steps, her eyes scanning Steffy's face for any hint of what lay beneath her stoic demeanor. "I know these past weeks haven't been easy," she began cautiously, choosing her words with care, "but we're all here for you whatever you decide." Steffy nodded, grateful for Hope's support, yet struggling to find the words to articulate the turmoil inside her. "Thanks, Hope. I appreciate it." They stood in silence for a moment, the only sound the faint hum of the city below. Steffy felt a surge of conflicting emotions: fear, anger, sadness, and a flicker of hope that maybe, just maybe, there was a way through this storm. "Have you talked to Liam?" Hope asked softly, breaking the silence once more. Steffy sighed, her gaze drifting back to the window. "Not since he found out about." Her voice trailed off, unwilling to revisit the hurt and betrayal that had fractured their once unbreakable bond. Hope reached out, her hand resting gently on Steffy's arm. "He loves you, Steffy, and he's hurting too." Steffy met Hope's gaze, her eyes reflecting a mixture of pain and determination. "I know, but some things." Her voice cracked, emotions threatening to spill over. "Some things can't be undone." Hope squeezed her arm gently, offering silent support as Steffy wrestled with the weight of her decision. The truth was stark and unyielding, hanging between them like a fragile thread ready to snap at any moment. Suddenly, the shrill ring of Steffy's phone shattered the quiet tension. She glanced at the screen, her heart skipping a beat at the name that flashed across it. "Finn." With trembling fingers, she answered the call. "Finn?" Steffy, his voice, warm and reassuring, washed over her like a balm. "Can we talk?" Hope discreetly stepped away, giving Steffy the space she needed for this private conversation. Steffy took a deep breath, steadying herself before responding. "Yes, Finn. We need to talk." As they spoke, the pent-up emotions spilled out, confessions, regrets, and the fragile hope of a future still worth fighting for. Finn's unwavering support and understanding anchored Steffy in a sea of uncertainty, offering a lifeline in the storm of her conflicted heart. Hours passed in that penthouse, the city lights twinkling outside as Steffy and Finn navigated the intricate maze of their emotions. By the time the call ended, a decision had been made, one that would send shockwaves through the Forrester and Logan families alike. The next morning dawned crisp and clear, the sun rising over the city with a promise of new beginnings. Steffy Forrester stood at the edge of her penthouse terrace, the wind hustling her hair as she gazed out at the breathtaking view. She felt a sense of peace settle over her, a rare moment of clarity amidst the chaos that had engulfed her life. Downstairs, the Forrester mansion buzzed with anticipation as family members gathered for an unexpected announcement. Ridge, Brooke, and Eric exchanged cautious glances, their minds racing with questions they feared to voice aloud. Moments later, Steffy descended the grand staircase, her steps measured yet purposeful. All eyes turned to her, a collective breath held as she took her place at the center of the room. "I've made a decision," Steffy began, her voice steady despite the tumultuous emotions swirling inside her. "A decision that will change everything." Ridge stepped forward, his brow furrowed with concern. "Steffy, are you sure about this?" Steffy met her father's gaze with unwavering resolve. "I am." The room fell silent as Steffy's announcement hung in the air, a weighty proclamation that left everyone reeling with its implications.